Okay, Arizona, the sun's coming up. It's Sunday, off on another trek. You know, we've been to lakes, we've been to mountains. Let's take you somewhere maybe that's a little offbeat. I'd like to regale you guys with a little story. I've been hesitant to put this in my blog. I just bought this bike about, a few years ago, and it was my second day up on it. Kind of a squid. I didn't really have any gear. I did, however, go out the first day and buy a very pricey and high quality showy helmet. So I had that and gloves and I think a pair of sweatpants on is all I had. T-shirt. I was going about 50. The speed limit's 45, I think. I was in the left lane. There's a car in front of me. But I look over in the right lane and I see a black Sentra and it's riding beside me. I just kind of glance over and I just see a guy, Not 3 seconds later, like I said, we're going about 45 miles an hour, not breakneck speed, the speed limit. I look over again. I'm in the left lane, of course, and he's halfway in my lane and halfway in the right lane. He's straddling the striped line. I kind of look at the guy like, dude. Anybody that knows me, they know that's, my initial response is, dude. And he kind of gives me this sneer, So he drifts back into the right lane, like I said, and not 30 seconds later, he's right back straddling and halfway in my lane. And as I look down at him, the first thing I see is the barrel of a gun. The barrel of a gun pointed right at me, okay? Jesus, oh my God, the barrel of a gun. I see that chamber on the top of the gun, and I know, like, right away that it's a paintball gun. And this all happens so fast, you get that fear for a second, and then a realization that, you douchebag, it's a paintball gun, and your fear turns to anger. And then all of a sudden, pop, pop, he lets go 2 rounds at, 45, 50 miles an hour there on Peoria. He lets go 2 rounds, and this guy was freaking Rambo. The first round hit me right in the armpit. The guy shoots another round instantly in the kidney, the right kidney. The dead nuts shot. They froze him, and it makes him less supple. I had 2 really bad bruises. I've never been bruised that badly in those 2 spots. Yeah, it's pretty aggravating. So what I do when the guy shoots me is I make a quick left. There's a left turn into a shopping center about 100 yards ahead. Then I look around, the guy's gone. I start thinking, holy shit, there's paint all over me. If there's any of that paint on my bike, so I jump off my bike, I take my t-shirt off. That's when I noticed underneath my arm was pretty sore. I noticed there's not much paint on my bike. I wipe it off really quick. But I made the biggest mistake of the whole event, and that was I picked up the phone to call my wife. My wife became upset with the shooter, of course. She became upset with me and my refusal to call the police. And I guess the moral of the story is, don't point guns at people of any type, because, one, I could have got freaking clipped. What if you panic, I hit a median strip, or, I lose control and wreck. That's that story. Oh yeah, back to the subject at hand, and not about getting shot in the armpit by a frozen paintball. Now, what we are now, we're kind of what they call downtown, the Central Corridor. So according to traffic statistics, this intersection here is the 5th most dangerous in the country. That's what I read in a newspaper here, a local kind of underground paper, the New Times. It's Indian School and 7th Street. It is supposedly completely deadly. Now I go through this section every now and then, this part of town. I don't see why it's more deadly than anywhere else. Probably shouldn't mention, I'll probably get clipped right the hell here today. Well, you think they could have these lights set up for Sunday, maybe, where they just aren't as like it's Monday rush hour or something. It's sit here forever. It's crazy. All these computers in the world, they can't figure out that. 3 cars went by in 2 minutes. Now that we're down in this part of town, I want to show you a local oddity. Like, it's my impression of artwork. I think it's really cool. The first time I went by this thing and saw it, I was like, holy cow. Would I have it in my yard? Probably not. but it's cool looking, you'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, Mofle. Mofle, 22 feet tall. That guy built that like about 20 years ago or something, I think. Pretty cool. It's kind of like a weirdo art attraction for me. Looks like somebody backed into his leg, too. He's going to have to go on a disabled lift. There's his buddies right there. See you later, Mofle. That was a ball buster. Another one. And I know the trick. It's sort of like a horse. Keep your ass glued to the seat. And I do. And I'm hurt. No, I'm a soprano. I hope you guys like Mofle. Hey, the biggest, tallest muffler I ever saw. With a knee injury, too. I'm going to start heading in the direction of home. I went all through Central Phoenix today. Haven't been down there for a while. I just like to get out and ride this thing because after 10 or 11 a.m. at this time of the year, just uncomfortable for my bike and for me. Hi. Can I get 2 sausage McMuffins with egg to go? Oh, cool. Thanks a lot, you guys. Have a good day.